There they are. Why'd you come separately?
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
Because you supposedly don't have them in Sumeria, which is really weird because they're a basic medieval structure.
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
He's come to Mondstadt before? Why? And how did you get a leave of absence during this tumultuous time with the sages?
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Am I the only one who doesn't get it? Is that a translation problem? I don't understand.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it.
I really don't. And I can't tell if it's because I'm dumb or you're dumb, but I'm actually not a dumb person, so I'm leading to believe it's because you're dumb.
View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra. No?
What's a Vayuvyastra? What's a Vayuvyastra? I don't understand, Sino. I don't understand what is a Vayuvyastra?
Tighnari! Sino! Over here!
You're not surprised to see them? Well, Tighnari, not so much, but Sino, yeah?
Whew, am I glad to see you.
Yeah. He just wants to get away from Sino.
And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tighnari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tighnari. Pleased to meet you.
Actually, you and Sucrose could get along quite well. Given that you are a scientist of a sort, and a botanist is still about the science of botany.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tighnari, sir.
Ooh, is she gonna put him up like Albedo because she's the student of Albedo and Kale is the student of Tighnari?
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
When did you two meet? Have I ever witnessed the two of these together? I don't recall.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity. Just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Because we know that Tighnari and Sino have been... I was going to phrase that really awkwardly. Have known each other and had a relationship of... friendship before, because we witnessed that. But I don't think we've ever seen Sino and Kale relate to each other before.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
So why did you separate in the last leg?
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
How have you not met other people then?
What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
I'm not saying a guy can't take a holiday, but yeah, this isn't really a good time, buddy.
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius
Yay,
is an
Albedo.
unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
I feel like they should have had some Mondstadt options for the banners, since it's Windbloom, right? That would have made sense. Because when else are you going to put Mondstadt characters back on banners, since we're in Sumeru? I think since it's a seasonal event in this area, these characters should have been on a banner.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth. Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out!
Well, maybe you should work on your education, Paimon, and then you wouldn't be left out.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
Bored.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
You only bring that up now?
What new identities?
And why?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kale's was traveling musician.
And did you find that sort of roleplay fun?
Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead.
So Sano's into roleplay. Maybe someone should sit him down for a TTRPG.
What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
What? Why are we talking about mushrooms?
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Albedo's just here drawing. Like, yeah, whatever. I was making calculations. Never mind.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo,
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Food and lodging arrangements. What is he doing? Accommodations. One of Mr. Goth's other properties. Priority. The Adventurers Guild reception area backup plan to be confirmed. Food. Group meals on the first day, following which all are free to make their own arrangements amidst the city's various restaurants and taverns. Self-catering facilities will be prepared at lodgings. Outdoor activities. Considering our guests' sightseeing interests, Sucrose, Timaeus, myself, and some of the Knights of Favonius can accompany our guests, splitting in groups where necessary. Obtaining souvenirs. Multiple collection methods. With wind comes glory, the outdoors themselves, creation through alchemy, and handcrafting are all possible. Scientific observations, emphasis on botany. Official business, no such needs at the moment. So what is he? He's like a tour guide? Albedo the tour guide.
food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice.
Impressive multitasking.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt.
He's always so serious.
Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board.
You're not included in this itinerary.
That's why it's called tagging along.
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents.
Yeah, camping's not my idea of fun. If I went to a foreign city, To visit and have a holiday? You better believe I'm not spending a night in a bloody tent. I'm going there to the damn city and staying in a hotel.
I can help too.
And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Nice idea.
Great. Then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Okay. Why does everybody need me? What are we doing? Okay, so I've actually got to order the food. I was going to go straight to the lake. I swear. That's nice. Sarah!
Hey, Sarah.
Oh, sorry.
Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
I forgot that we pronounce that as Sarah, even though Sarah's require an H on the end. That is clearly Sarah.
Sure, coming right up.
Get your names right.
Would you like anything else?
Even though, to be fair, I knew a Sarah whose name was spelled like that, but I always found it weird.
Do we, want anything else?
We absolutely do not. Ignore the bright-eyed child. That'll be all. Ugh, if we must. One sweet madame, I guess.
Yay! So you do remember after all. You're just the best.
It's called fattening you up, Paimon, so that when I eat you as emergency food, there's more to you.
Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a wind bloom.
Ugh, I don't want that from you. Just don't ruin your appetite for later.
No need to worry about that. Paimon can make room for good food.
What if I'd said no?
All right, just a moment.
And the time it takes Sarah to pack up... Jesus.
That was great. If that was a wind bloom treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Wind Bloom Festival every day.
Nah, festivals are great because they are limited. If they were every day, you'd really get sick of them. Okay, we have our platter. To the lake, I'm stuck on a chair. Now, which part are we camping at? Oh, we're camping over there. Okay, bold choice. Oh, I'm not where I thought I was. Never mind. I had to be the next one up. Oh well, I'll go this way instead. Pyong.
Transfers of supplies must be reported.
You sound really bored there, dear. It's the Wind Bloom Festival, guy. Have some fucking cheer. Oh, you again, Lizzie. Ugh. I know what that means. It means music.
All right, looks like we're all here.
We're not late, are we? Are we allowed to camp here? Do we have permission to be camping on the outskirts of Mondstadt?
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kali put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
Everyone brings out their food and starts cooking. I have to click to continue. After a delicious feast, everyone sits around the campfire.
That sunshine sprat was really very good.
That was a sprat.
I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
A sprat of fish.
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish.
Why is the traveler sitting so far out? I get that it's so that you can balance the shot, although they haven't balanced it with Sucrose, but she is like way out here. She should be here.
Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, But the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
And you'd think that years into this game, they would have built chairs that are the correct height for the characters. I'm just so tired of seeing non-adult characters continually not having their feet touch the floor when they sit in chairs.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
See, no one's feet touch the floor.
Would anyone
So
like to
awkward.
try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
I can empathize with that. I eat frequently throughout the day, but in small portions.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
You didn't until you said that. Now it's awkward.
Tainari, while we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
I doubt it because Paimon doesn't know how to walk.
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Oh, you came through that way? I suppose it makes sense. It's the main road.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right?
I don't even think she has muscles in her legs. Like, you know how wheelchair-bound people who can't walk, their muscles sort of wither away in their legs because they're not being used. I kind of picture Paimon's legs in the same way, that the muscles in her legs are so fragile and unusable because she doesn't use them, that she would be physically incapable of walking.
I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny?
Is it just because of the translation? Is this meant to be funnier in the native tongue? It doesn't really make sense in English.
Ground, you know. As in ground up,
Yeah,
but also
I
the ground.
Got it.
Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Yeah, I got that, but it's not funny? Is it funnier in the native language? Again, see, everyone's in a cute little circle and the travelers all the way out here. Who the hell designed this campsite? And then why are the two of you over here while everyone else is in this nice cute little circle? What is with this designing? This is bad blocking. Is no one going to stop him from explaining?
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
I just find it weird. We've known Sino for quite a while at this point in time. We've done a lot of stories and quests with him. Yet, this is the first time we're getting his weird sense of joke humor coming through. It's like they've just slapped it in for the sake of it. It doesn't feel like it actually matches his character because it's not something that we've seen to date.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject!
But it involves food. Shouldn't that make you happy?
Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something?
Or that eating lavender melons would have no effect.
Hey! Not you too!
It was low-hanging fruit, shall we say.
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for...
It's a
Quite some
grievance
time
now.
now.
It's a grievance.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here at Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, it feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer. It's not?
Actually, of all the things you've said, that was the most entertaining thing you've said. I like that you're getting into this role play.
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
Perfectly valid comment.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
I appreciate the drama. I think you would have sold it a little more if you weren't wearing your your General Mahamatra outfit. You should just have worn normal adventurer outfits from Sumeru, because you kind of stand out.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
You don't want to learn to be bipolar, Sucrose. No, I'm not saying Sino is, but the way she's describing it is like she wants to be bipolar.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year.
Ah, so you and Lisa know each other.
I
Okay.
wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
Not really?
There's also Cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Yeah, but your point would have been brought across quicker if you just called it a cauliflower.
Moving swiftly on.
There was something swift about that, moving on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
What?
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Can you elaborate?
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
I don't understand your point, though. I mean, yes.
And that is why I am proud to call you my friend.
Because I play a card game? Is this like, having street cred for playing Magic the Gathering?
When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance.
Oh.
A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Calx was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
So what you're saying is you came here from Sumeru to get Albedo to make you custom backs for your TCG cards. Okay.
Calx? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
He's sitting right in front of you.
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
That is interesting and a very good point. I'm assuming she traveled while she had would she have been capable of traveling while she had Eleazar? Or maybe she hasn't been able to travel recently because of Eleazar. But then why are the two of you compelled to travel with her now that she's cured?
If my writer friend were here now,
Hey.
I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story.
I'm sure he would.
It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
But it's adorable.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now. All of us.
Aww.
Our conversations have been deep and interesting. And Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Oh, he's such a nice guy.
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
Get your own word, Kole. That was mine.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece
Yep.
is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece. Even if I do say so myself.
Do we know that Sino plays TCG?
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
Oi, don't have to call him a nut job just because he has a passion for a card game, Tignati.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
Dear God, why? So you can get to know him better?
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Is it because it's wordplay and you like wordplay?
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal!
Is no longer quite so nutritional.
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
No, we really aren't required over there. Repeat, we really aren't required over there.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Well, there's a lake right there. Go right ahead. I ain't doing it for you.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
Don't let it get you down, Sukos.
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kali seems a little... depressed.
You don't say.
I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking.
She's freaking depressing. I don't know what her problem is. Shouldn't she, I mean, that's actually what I was going to say actually was incorrect, and I apologize. I was going to say, shouldn't she be, like, happy now that she's been cured of Eleazar? But that's actually quite disrespectful to Kole because, yes, she should be grateful that she's well, but, like, that doesn't mean that she can't suffer from other emotions and setbacks in life. So I retract what I was going to say because that's not a nice statement to say. But I just wish she'd share. I know I don't like to be around depressed people, and depressed people don't like to be around other people. But at the same time, if we could just talk about it, maybe we can help you through it. Maybe we can try to do something to cheer you up, depending on the source of your depression, because, you know, sometimes that's just going to make it worse. And we won't know that unless she communicates with us. So, Kole, can you communicate with us? I'm not a mind reader. I get that feeling as well.
Remember that note she received?
Yeah?
I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing.
Knew it.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
We called it right back when it happened.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
Well, she's kind of smiling right now, though I wouldn't say it looks like a sincere smile.
All right, we'll help out too.
Though how you can tell that with an anime character, I won't know.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
No, quite frankly, I don't. But you know what, Sucrose? It doesn't matter whether it's real or not. The point of the prophecy is that people are having fun, working together, coming together to do this project. It's not about the outcome, it's the journey along the way. Because Wind Bloom is about coming together, you know? I know how I can find out.
Right.
I'll be back short. Please tell me we're not asking Venti. Albedo would know more than anybody. Let's ask Albedo.
All right.
He's a wise man.
Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the
And he's
city.
old-ish.
I've got some thinking to do in the meantime.
How old is Albedo? I feel like he's pretty old, right?
We're back.
From the 2 feet to the right.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
The fact that Albedo is enjoying Sona's jokes actually makes it that much better. It must be because of the wordplay. It's a form of heightened intelligence.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a 5th time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Because you want to hear the joke or because you want to make Tignani suffer?
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Is that one of the domains?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
You might want to Razor while you're out there.
Oh, perhaps I could join you?
That could be interesting.
I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
That could be a really interesting connection.
Found you!
I mean, I wasn't hiding. Healer.
I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
I mean, it's a tiny fire. You wouldn't even be able to see it over the walls of Mondstadt, but okay.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
No, it's just a plot device, dear.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
I still don't think you're allowed to be here. It's technically Mondstadt property.
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans
See?
first.
Told you.
But since 2 of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way.
Told you it wasn't legal.
Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
I still love Eula's costume. I don't like the way it like digs into the fat. Like, I'm not about that look, but the whole thing is really, really cool. I've always liked her appearance.
Good evening. You are friends of Kala,
And her eyes
yes?
are the prettiest.
A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, so Colin knows Eula as well. Okay.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
Seeing Eula makes me want to pull for Eula. Even though she's a main. Although, to be fair, I'm looking for a main because I'm not going to be keeping Alhaven for too long.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
At this time of night.
Okay, great.
And now she seems more upbeat. What's this girl's problem?
Still as high energy as always.
Bruh, she has not been high energy at all since we've met here in Mondstadt, except for when Amber came over the first time around.
You know Amber?
Oh, you meant Amber. Yeah, she's perpetually on crack.
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
That's truly a skill.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
Yes, we should preserve our energy.
All right, I'll start packing up.
Everyone packs up and says their goodbyes in the dark of
You're gonna
night.
get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Unfortunately, yes. I still think Albedo's wise enough that we could have just asked him for his opinion. Or Lisa.
Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh?
You know, she works in a library. One assumes she's read all the books in said library. She's gone and studied in Sumeru. She's a very wise lady. Can't we just ask her?
Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time.
When isn't he hitting the taverns? Does anyone actually legally sell him alcohol? Because he looks like a child?
We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
Angel's ship. Well, I mean, that's where my first port of call would have been. When do we get to do the events of Windbloom, by the way? This quest is going on for a very long time. I'm not complaining, it's an observation since I'm passing the mini games. I'm definitely not saying I want to do the mini games. I just find it unusual. It's taken a while to get there. Oh, there you are. Cool, bro. I need to eat.